Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students at Human Resource Management class, welcome everybody to Al-Isra University e-learning. At this video, I will be proceed in chapter 9, career planning. In the last video, we stopped here at this point, the employee's role in career planning, and today we will continue in the next point, which is the employer's role in career management. The employer's career development tasks depend partly on how long the employee has been with the firm. For example, before hiring, realistic job interviews can help prospective employees more accurately gauge whether the job is a good fit for them. The first job can be crucial for building confidence and a more realistic picture of what he or she can and cannot do. So providing challenging jobs and having an experienced mentor who can help the person learn the ropes are important at this stage. Some refer to this as preventing reality shock. To prevent reality shock, the reality shock refers to a phenomenon that occurs when a new employee's high expectations confront the reality of a boring, unchallenging job. So, it's a result of a period that may occur at the initial career entry, when the new employee's high job expectations confront the reality of a boring, unattractive work situation. So that's the meaning of reality shock. After the person has been on the job for a while, career-oriented appraisal, in which the manager is trained on not just to appraise the employee, but also to match the person's strengths and weaknesses with a feasible career path and required development work is important also in this stage. Career management options. Career management options. Most employers do not provide a wide range of expensive career development options. However, career development system need not be expensive. Even just receiving performance feedback from supervisors, having individual development plans, and having access to training enough for most employees. Beyond that, job posting, formal career orienting, performance appraisal, career development centers, formal counseling and mentoring with managers, and individual succession planning for high potential employees are valuable career development tools. So here some tools or strategies or forms of career planning. Career centers. Other systems are more comprehensive. Some employers create web-based or offline libraries of career development materials. Its aim is to help employees crystallize their career goals and achieve them within the company. This is career centers. Can we ask a question here? Everybody ask yourself a question. To what extent employers or organizations in our region employ or utilize this method, career centers? This is question for more explanation. Career planning workshop is another method or tool. A career planning workshop is a planned learning event in which participants are expected to be actively involved, completing career planning experiences and inventories, and participating in career skills practice sessions. This is a workshop, but specialized for career planning exercises and career skills practice. Lifelong learning budget. Both employers and employees contribute, and the employees can tap into these to get the career-related education and development that they desire. So it's a type of lifelong learning accounts for their employees, provided by some employers. Career coaching. Career coaches generally help employees create 5-year plans showing where their career with the firm may lead. Then the employer and employee base the development plans on what the employee needs. Online programs. Let you establish relevant employee development activities that are tied to competencies or that support career development plans and goals. The employer then organizes development activities around the person's needs. So this is online programs established to understand and to know the activities and the skills the employee needs. Then the employer organizes the development activities according to the employee's need. Career-oriented appraisal. Managers who use the performance review only to tell the employee how he or she is doing miss an opportunity to support the employee's career development needs. The performance appraisal should also provide an opportunity to link the employee's performance, career interests, and developmental needs into one coherent career plan. So career-oriented appraisal, another strategy or method for that. The role of manager. So previously, and we explained about the employee's role in career management, the employer's role in career management, and here the manager's role. It is hard to overstate the impact that a supervisor can have on his or her employees' career development. With little or no additional effort than realistic performance reviews and candid skills assessment, a competent supervisor can help the employee get on and stay on the right career track. The managers has many opportunities to support subordinates' career development needs. So managers play an important role to support their employees' career development needs. Improving coaching skills. Coaching and the closely related mentoring are key materials or key managerial skills. Coaching means educating, instructing, and training subordinates. Mentoring means advising, counseling, and guiding. So coaching focuses on teaching shorter-term job-related skills. Mentoring focuses on helping employees navigate longer-term career. Supervisors have always coached and mentored employees. So a supervisor can be mentor or coach. Employers understand that coaching and mentoring are important. Coaching and mentoring are very important. So building your coaching skills. How to build your coaching skills. Coaching and mentoring require both analytical and interpersonal skills. They require analytical analysis because it's futile to advise someone if you don't know what the problem is. So you need to understand the problem before you advise someone. They require interpersonal skills because it is equally futile to know the problem if you can't get the person to change. So you need both analytical skills and interpersonal skills. Coaching doesn't mean just telling someone what to do. We can best think of coaching in terms of a 4-step process. This process is a 4-step process: preparation, planning, active coaching, and follow-up. The preparation means understanding the problem, the employee, and the employee's skills. Your aim is to formulate hypotheses about what the problem is. You will watch the employee to see what he or she is doing and observe the workflow and how co-workers interact with the employee. So firstly, preparation. The first step is preparation. The second step is planning. Planning the solution is next. Perhaps the most powerful way to get someone to change is to obtain his or her agreement on what change is required. So this requires reaching agreement on the problem and on what to change. You will then lay out a change plan in the form of steps to take, measures of success, and date to complete. So you need to understand the problem, then put your change plan to make some changes in that person. The third step is actual coaching. Here you are, in essence, the teacher. Your toolkit will include specific tasks. Explain quantity and quality requirements. Go through the job at the normal work pace, and so on. As one writer says, an effective coach offers ideas and advice in such a way that the subordinate can hear them, respond to them, and appreciate the value. So the actual coaching, which means that you can start implementing your plan or your change plan. Finally, and the last step, to follow up and re-observe the person's progress periodically, to see and to observe how changes that occurred. Building your mentoring skills. Mentoring traditionally means having experienced senior people advising, counseling, and guiding employees longer-term career development. Longer term. So an employee who agonizes over which career to pursue might need mentoring. Mentoring may be formal or informal. Mentoring may be formal or informal. Informally, mid and senior level managers may voluntarily help less experienced employees. This is informally. Many employers also have formal mentoring programs. Here, the employer pairs proteges with mentors and provides training to help mentor to proteges better understand their respective responsibilities. Either formal or informal studies show that having a mentor can significantly enhance one's career satisfaction and success. So either formal or informal, having a mentor can significantly enhance one's career satisfaction and success. So the next point is to move to the next point, which is making promotion decisions. Making the promotion decisions. Career planning and mentoring often precede promotion decisions. After career planning and mentoring, there is a promotion decision. Most people crave promotions, which usually mean more pay, responsibility, and often job satisfaction. For employers, promotions can provide opportunity to reward exceptional performance and to fill open positions with tested and loyal employees. Yet, the promotion process isn't always a positive experience. Unfairness or secrecy can diminish the process. Furthermore, with more employers downsizing, some promotions take the form of more challenging but not necessarily better paid jobs. Several decisions, therefore, loom large in the firm promotion process. The decision one is seniority or competence the rule. Is seniority or competence the rule? Probably the most important decision is whether to base a promotion on seniority or competence or some combination of two. This is the first kind of decisions. Decision 2, how should we measure competence? How should we measure competence? If the firm opts for competence, how should it define and measure competence? The question highlights an important managerial called the Better Principle after its founder. In brief, the Better Principle says that companies often promote competent employees up to their level of incompetence, whether they then sit something underperforming for years. The point is that defining and measuring past performance is relatively straightforward. Promotions also require a valid procedure for predicting the candidate's future performance. So how should we measure the competence is another decision. Decision 3, is the process formal or informal? Many firms have informal promotion process. They may or may not post open positions, and key managers may use their own unpublished criteria to make decisions. So here employees may reasonably conclude that factors like who you know are more important than performance, and that working hard to get ahead, at least in the firm, is futile. Other employers set formal published promotion policies and procedures. Employees receive a formal promotion policy describing the criteria by which the firm awards promotions. A job posting policy states the firm will post open positions and their requirements and circulate these to all employees. Many employers also maintain employee qualification data banks and use replacement charts and computerized employee information system. Decision 4, vertical, horizontal, or other. Promotions aren't necessarily upward. Vertical, horizontal, or others. For example, how do you motivate employees with the prospect of promotion when your firm is downsizing? And how do you provide promotional opportunities for those, like engineers, who may have little or no interest in managerial roles? Several options are available. Some firms, such as the exploration division of British Petroleum, create 2 parallel career paths, one for managers and another for individual contributors, such as high-performing engineers. Individual contributors can move up to non-supervisory but senior positions. This is vertical, such as senior engineer. Those jobs have most of the financial rewards attached to management track positions at that level. So it gives them non-supervisory but senior positions, and these positions have most financial rewards attached to with these positions. Another option is to move the person horizontally. For instance, move a production employee to human resources to develop his or her skills and to test the challenge his or her aptitude. This is another option, is to move horizontally. Practical consideration. Let's move on to managing transfer. Transfer is a reassignment to similar positions in other parts of the firm. Transfer is reassignment to similar positions in other parts of the firm. A transfer is a move from one job to another, usually with no change in salary or grade. This is the meaning of transfer, moving from one job to another with no change in salary or grade. Employers may transfer a worker to vacate a position where he or she is no longer needed, to fill one where he or she is needed, or more generally, to find better fit for the employee. Many firms today boost productivity by consolidating positions. Transfer are a way to give displaced employees a chance for another assignment or perhaps some personal growth. Employees seek transfers for many reasons, including more interesting jobs, greater convenience. This is the reasons why employees seek transfer, better hours, or location of work, and so on. This is the meaning of transfer and why employees seek and prefer transfers. And then managing dismissals. This is the final point in this chapter. Not all employee separations are voluntary. Some career plans and appraisals end not in promotion or graceful retirement, but in dismissal. So dismissals refer to involuntary termination of an employee's employment with the firm. So the best way to handle such involuntary turnover is to avoid in the first place when possible. For example, many dismissals start with bad hiring decisions using assessment tests, reference and background checks, drug testing, and clearly defined job can reduce the need for dismissals. So this is for dismissals. The grounds for dismissals, there are 4 bases for dismissals. These bases are unsatisfactory performance, misconduct, lack of qualifications for the job, and the changed requirements of the job. Unsatisfactory performance refers to a persistent failure to perform assigned duties or meet prescribed standard of the job. Specific reasons include excessive absenteeism, tardiness, and a person's failure to meet normal job requirements, or an adverse attitude toward the company supervisor or fellow employees. Misconduct, a willful violation of the employer's rules and may include stealing, rowdy behavior, and insubordination. This is the misconduct, a counterproductive behavior or negative behavior in the organization. Lack of qualifications for the job is an employee's inability to do the assigned work, although he or she is diligent. So another reason, or the last reason is changed requirements for the job is an employee incapability for doing the job after the nature of the job has changed. So these are the 4 reasons for dismissal. Again, insubordinations, willful disregard or disobedience of the boss's authority or legitimate orders is a form. Insubordination is a form of misconduct, is sometimes the grounds of dismissals too. Avoiding a wrong discharge suite. The wrong discharge occurs when an employee's dismissal doesn't comply with the law or with the contractual arrangements stated in or implied by the firm via its employment application forms, employee manuals, or other promises. Wrongful discharge. An employee dismissal that doesn't comply with the law or doesn't comply with the contractual arrangements stated or implied by the firm via its employment applications forms, employee manual, or other promises. This is the wrongful discharge. And the last point in this chapter, the exit process and termination interview. Dismissing an employee is one of the most difficult tasks you can face at work. Dismissing an employee is one of the most difficult tasks you can face at work. The dismissed employee, even if warned many times in the past, may still react with disbelief or even violence. So guidelines for the termination interview itself are as follow. So there are many guidelines how to deal and handle with the termination interview. Termination interview, the interview in which an employee is informed of the fact that he or she has been dismissed. So firstly, plan the interview carefully, then get to the point, describe the situation, listen to the person, review the severance package, and identify the next step. The terminated employee may be disoriented and unsure what to do next. Explain where the employee should go next upon leaving the interview. The outplacement counseling is a systematic process by which a terminated person is trained and counseled in the techniques of self-appraisal and securing a new position. This is outplacement counseling. The employer arranges for an outside firm to provide terminated employees with career planning and job search skills. This is the process of outplacement counseling. And exit interviews conducted by the employer immediately prior to the employee leaving the firm with the aim of better understanding what the employee think about the company, and these are interviews usually conducted by a human resource professional just prior to employee leaving that elicit information with the aim of giving employers insights into their companies. Okay, layoffs and plant closing law. Layoffs is a situation in which employees are told there is no work for them, but the management intends to recall them when work is again available. So at the moment there is no work for that employee, but the management or the employer intends to recall those employees once the work is available. Layoffs in which the employers send workers home for a time for lack of work is usually not a permanent dismissal. And finally, downsizing, adjusting to downsizing and mergers. Downsizing refers to the process of reducing, usually dramatically, the number of people employed by the firm. Means reducing usually dramatically the number. The basic idea is to cut costs and rise profitability. Downsizing, some call them productivity transformation program. Some call them productivity transformation programs, require careful consideration of several matters. One is to make sure that the right people are let go, and this requires having an effective appraisal system in place. The second is compliance with all applicable laws, including this for the laws, WARN. Third is ensuring that the employer executes the dismissals in a manner that is just and fair. Fourth is the practical consideration of security. For instance, retrieving keys and ensuring that those leaving do not take any prohibited item with them. Fifth is to reduce the remaining employees' uncertainty and to address their concerns. This typically involves a post-downsizing announcement and program, including meetings with senior managers, field questions from the remaining employees. And that's all for this chapter. This is the end of chapter 9, career, managing employee retention, management and careers. And this is the last for the last lecture for this course. Thank you so much for listening, and best of luck to all.